So first of all, I want to begin by saying I want to express my deepest condolences to both the Paredes and the Santana family. I know their untimely death has been devastating to them and to most of us in our community. I recognize these are very difficult times, and they're difficult for many reasons. Understandably, many of us are angry, including myself, and we all wish if we could predict violence. But the reality is that we can't. In this particular case, the history of the suspect, Mr. Flores, did not contain any evidence of violence. He was basically someone that had been drug addicted for many years. He had been arrested, mostly for drug-related offenses, and almost a decade ago, he was arrested and convicted for burglarizing his grandparents' home and stealing a TV. He then remained pretty much away from the criminal justice system until the arrest in this particular case, where he was arrested for possession of drugs for personal use and the possession of a gun. The outcome in this particular case, given what we knew then, no history of violence, very little contact with the criminal justice system for nearly 10 years, was appropriate. When people are arrested for serious crimes, we work hard to ensure that there are serious consequences, including lengthy periods of incarceration. But we have an imperfect system. And that's not only here in LA, that's everywhere. I know this is frustrating to hear, and it may not help heal the wounds for some. But we do not serve our community when we try to pretend that we can predict 100% of the time when these cases are going to occur. Best we can do is continue to work towards a safer community and doing the things that we know that work, like providing effective intervention when people are under probation, ensuring that we have transitional services when people are getting out of prison, because 95% of them do, ensuring that we have appropriate trauma recovery, working to ensure that people get employment, that they get housing, and they get the services that they need. We have been down the road of being scared and reacting harshly. I think some of us will remember Willie Horton, the horrible case that dealt to decades of very harsh incarceration and over-punishment. It never made us any safer, and in fact, many would argue that we're here today because of the mistakes that we made in the past. I understand, again, how difficult this is, but I urge everyone to ensure that we do not overreact here and that we do the things that we know that work. I want to move very quickly in Spanish now. Primero que nada, quiero ofrecer mis condolencias para las familias de los oficiales Paredes y Santana. Su muerte nos impacta a todos. Estos son momentos muy dificultosos para nuestra comunidad y entiendo por qué muchos están irritados y furiosos. Yo me siento igual. Todos quisiéramos poder predecir cuando alguien va a cometer un crimen de violencia, pero la realidad es que no es así. En el caso del señor Flores, el sospechoso, sabemos que tenía un historial de abuso de drogas y delitos relacionados a su adicción. El último caso antes de este caso fue un caso donde le robó a su abuelo un televisor y en esos momentos estaba bajo la influencia de drogas. Pasó muchos años sin tener contacto con el sistema judicial y después en este caso fue arrestado porque tenía posesión de drogas para uso personal y un arma de fuego. La resolución de este caso fue apropiada basado en lo que sabíamos en ese momento. Es importante reconocer que cuando hay crímenes serios,